Welcome, everybody. Sorry about that. I realized I was going to stream, and then I was like, oh, I probably should actually go get water and stuff so I don't have to. I forgot I was going to go get a candle, too. It's so cold, everybody. What's happening, everybody? I'm Emmara, GoddessofBlundR. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet when I'm not getting sick all day long. Every day. um, we're still going through cards. I'm taking apart all my 60 card decks right now because they're pointless. Does anybody play 60 card game formats? Is that a thing that people do? I don't know. Probably. Let's go see. Don't see them on here. They are not currently on Lino. I was gonna do a little co-stream with one of my good friends. We were just gonna hang out. I was gonna do my thing, and they were gonna do their thing. We may still do that. Who knows? We'll see whether or not my body decides to kill me at some point here, and then we stop doing what we're doing. Yeah. Let's see here. That's all good. Let's bring up Moxfield. Oh, the never-ending Moxfield. Cool. We started week 12 yesterday of entering things into Moxfield, but I got sick like 43 minutes in and had to disappear, so we did not finish very much at all. We did not finish a lot yesterday at all, as my body is attempting to reject myself as its host. It's very unfortunate. Because I do use my body for things sometimes. I do like to use it for things. Narset, Parter, Veils. Do I need as many copies as I have? Yes. Yes, I do. This is not the deck that I thought it was. Interesting. There's a lot of actual useful stuff in here. Is it charm? What do you do? I always forget what is it charm does just because I don't ever use it. Get to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I do like that. Dispersive Iteration, you're worth money. This was my Is It Phoenix deck at some point, I think, before it got taken apart. I like Is It Phoenix. That was one of my ones that I did enjoy. Consider, I can never remember whether or not you're actually worth anything. Hey, whatever. Oh, opt. I do like opting. Okay. It's not a lot of normal lands. You go over there, lands. Nobody likes you. More common cards, more uncommon cards, and rare cards and things that might be worth money. I can never remember. Sometimes we find out things are worth money that I'm like, oh, this is worth money. My bad. Let's see what's inside this box. This was one of my old boxes. Back in the day, before bundles, we had fat packs. Fat packs had, you get a deck box, and you would get a book based on whatever place it was, and this was Mirrodin. That was when I finally talked my partner to play Magic with me. And then she stopped playing Magic with me. Let's see here. Let us go right that we're on the internet, because sometimes I forget to do that. Blue Sky, you're silly. I found a bunch of silly pictures from my life. I'm gonna have to actually go through everything. I have so many silly pictures. I look back at them like, oh, yeah, I remember these things. So many memories and things that I've just kind of lost. And then you see pictures and things, and you're like, oh, yeah, those were things that happened. Let's see here. Let us go right. Hey. Let's see here. I cannot type sometimes and talk at the same time. Let's see here. GoddessofBlundR. That sounds like where I am on the Twitch. Now we're live right now. No. Okay. How about you right now instead of no? Just no. Don't watch this. Don't do that to yourself. There we go. Okay, there we go. We wrote that we were online. There we go. Haha. We got there. Oh. Was this my Arclight Phoenix deck? It's got a secret layer Arclight Phoenix in it. That I don't know. I assume... Was this the one that came out? Yeah, this was the one that came out of the Countdown back set? Because it's got the 2018 as its date. Or it says card number. Let's see here. Let us bring up some music. Or something. So I'm not just... At least when there's music going on, I can act like I'm talking to somebody. I'm not just completely insane. What did we just listen to? Go back there. I'm slowly working my way back through albums that I enjoyed this year. Oh, that was a lot of yawning. Hey, baby girl, what are you doing? There's my Khaleesi just sitting down here watching me. I just found a bunch of pictures of her when she was just a little thing. She's still just a little thing. Rat Wars. Boop. And the jury conjuncture. Oh, and I can use these crap sleeves for things. Usually, like, these sleeves I just set aside and put them in boxes, and that way when I draft and stuff at, like, conventions and stuff, I have cards or sleeves, and I don't have to go buy more sleeves. Usually I'm just like, eh. Usually it's for unknown games. That's usually my drafting. Unless I'm pre-releasing. Oh, Lord, everybody. I am so tired. I've been meaning to get pictures and stuff together from this year. Just to do a little thank you post to everybody. I appreciate you all. I sound so miserable right now, and I apologize for it. Can only do so much shaking, sweating, and purging of your body before you just don't want to be awake anymore. Yeah, and Khaleesi just listens to everything I say. Yeah. You make me feel like I'm more important than I am, Khaleesi. At least taking sleeves or cards out of sleeves is not nearly as boring and crappy as putting them in sleeves. I hate sleeving decks. I personally just want an intern to do all these stupid things I don't want to do. I say intern because I can't afford to hire myself. I'm my only employee. Should make a jumpstart deck. Crackling Drake, I really like. During the Ravnica time when we went back for War of the Spark, I did enjoy Crackling Drake, and we did just get a new version of Crackling Drake. Cackling Drake. I feel like I'm trying to remember what it's called though. It's from Avatar, and it does almost the same exact thing. I just tried to type in something. It was not in the right spot, and then my computers went started doing things all over the place. It's almost a new year, everybody. Will that make any difference whatsoever on all the terrible things going on? No, probably not. Hey, pup. No. If I pet you, you're gonna smash my hand into the table, and then I am erratic right now. So I just try to keep myself out of situations where I could become erratic. When you're broken, you can sometimes realize the things you should keep yourself out of. Sometimes you can't, but sometimes you can. Oh my god! So I've been trying to sort things in between being sick. Unfortunately, the amounts of pain that I'm in are also clouding my brain. See, I can't even figure out how words work right now. I think I string them together, and occasionally they do things. God, I love this song. It makes me want to fight people. Everything makes me want to fight people. I used to do a lot of fighting. At some point, I'm probably going to have to start doing that again. See, I like my music epic with crazy breakdowns, and normal music doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, let's move these over here. At least that's the more interesting thing. I'm like, here, look at these empty sleeves. That's really interesting. That's not. At least this will make some more space. That's what I'm trying to organize and make space. Because everything is such a mess. Man, I should form my own Blue Man group, but like Magic. Magic Blue Man group? I love industrial beats and just weird sounds. Make me happy. Yeah, we're never gonna finish sorting all this before I die. I'm just sitting here like, I'm never finishing this. Like, if you could see off camera the stacks of things. These are some of my favorite deck boxes that they made back in the day. It's these rook boxes. They were metal ones. It made me feel like my cards were safer, but they would have really cool, like Magic artists and stuff would do artwork for them. So like this one was Angel in Church by Rebecca Gay. And usually they would have like 4 of them, and then all 4 of them, if you had all the deck boxes, you could have them on your shelf or in your box or whatever, and they would all form a bigger picture by that artist. Oh, I know what this is. I was like, hey, how do I... I used to play Bogles, and, my god, this is a playset of Windswept Heaths. Sometimes I sit here and I'm just like, really? What are you doing, you crazy girl?
You know what? I might actually just keep this together. But it's good to know that it was when light paws got made. I was like, ooh, how do I make my bogles even more powerful? I was like, I will put light paws in here. I am a bigger picture. Sometimes I'm a bigger picture. I'm part of the bigger picture. How you doing, Ben? I'm still dying, Ben. Would you mind coming here and strangling me to death? That would. I'll give you magic cards. Oh my god, I feel like crap. It's been a month. And it hasn't gotten any better. I'm taking apart all my 60 card decks, Ben. I don't think people play 60 card formats. I have lots of cool posters. I used to collect movie trailer posters for a while. I guess if I wasn't around anymore, you could have my Joker poster that's signed by Heath Ledger. That was bittersweet. I figure if I take all these away as well, I do enjoy things being blown up. Bigger on a wall. There we go. Finish the sentence. I really don't want to drive all the way to Vegas. It's so many months away, and I'm just sitting here like, it's probably because I don't feel well right now, and I'm just like, oh my god, if I was like on my way to Vegas and not feeling the way I am right now, holy crap, I don't think I would make it. I know you told me. It's probably in a message. I'll go back and look. Uh, so super weird the other day. I forgot that Flickr was a website at some point in time. And I apparently had thousands of pictures just hanging out on there. And I was like, oh, I remember these things happening. I was gonna say we'll drive all the way. We'll go up and over, come back down. Uh, this time we're not going all the way like straight through. Yeah, the only reason I remember that Flickr existed is somebody liked a picture in one of my folders, and I completely forgot it. I was like, oh. It's like I forgot that that's a thing. So, like 20 years later, somebody liked a video that I had posted on there, and I was like, oh, that's a thing. Forgot that that even existed, let alone that I had posted things on there. I'm still trying to figure out there's some pictures, like wedding photos and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know whose wedding this is. I imagine they're not in my life anymore. I used to have a DeviantArt back in the day. I don't know. I do so many things on so many socials I don't want to do things on anyway. Of like, I don't have time to remember all these things and put all these things in places. Ugh. Oh, I'm lucky if I remember to post things on one website at a time. Like, so many content creators are always posting the content, and me, I forget. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that. My bad. I wasn't going to keep any of these 60 card decks together, but. Last night, I slept like a hobo. That was pretty cool. I. Heather snores like she's like the scene in Jurassic Park when the T Rex is in front of like Ellie and just breathing in front of her. That's what Heather sounds like all night long. And then the wind was going crazy. I probably just should have. It probably would have been more comfortable than what I did do. Like I tried to go sleep in my recliner out in the living room, and I was like, just the amount of it's a pain that I'm in. I was like, I can't do this. I don't sound much better. No, I imagine I sound like like a chainsaw revving every couple of seconds. But oh my god, it's so loud. So I went and the dog has a really nice bed. Like he has this super comfy orthopedic bed that's actually probably more comfortable than my bed. Oh yeah, I do a lot of kicking and punching, but I'm really good at it. Really good at kicking and punching things. Oh my god, I've done so many. I've jumped. Oh my god, the other day I uppercut Lando and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I woke up and he was no longer there, but my fist was where he was. And I was like, oh, Lando, I'm so sorry. He had no idea what had happened. And I was like, Lando, normally I wouldn't punch you. I would never hurt animals. People, on the other hand, I save my punches for them. Uh, he did come back like 20 minutes later. He forgot about it. He was like, okay. I don't even know what this deck was. I must have made this during Eldraine / Theros. This would have been the first Eldraine. In 1 minute, I'm gonna go stretch my back out. When I'm not on my pain medication, I realize how much having spikes on your vertebrae is not pleasant. So, like, sitting here in this chair for, like, streaming and stuff, it's been hard, like, streaming games where I have to sit for 2 or 3 hours. And even though I do this for 2 or 3 hours, at least I can get up and move around. Whereas during, like, actual Magic streams where I'm playing with other people, I can't just get up and go do other things. So many carries. Okay, everybody. Thanks for sitting through my silly ad breaks. I'm going to go stretch my back out, and then I'll be back. Thanks for sitting through the ads. Man, we got to finish the rest of this silly thing. Ben can still hear us. We should just still stay here. But, Ben, I need to go stretch real quick. I'll be right back. We could just chat. Success, we did it. Welcome back, everybody. I guess welcome back. I guess you were all still here. I just wasn't. I forgot that I needed to go and fill all the cat dish waters and things, so I figured I should probably do that. So I apologize. It took me an extra second to get back here. Also, for some reason, I feel like I have to multitask as many things as I possibly can. So, like, I was like, ooh, I forgot I was moving these shelves around because Heather brought me a bunch of lock boxes from the bank because they were destroying a bunch of safety deposit boxes. And she was like, "Do you want these boxes?" I was like, "Sure." I was like, "I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but they're pretty cool." So I was moving them over into my filing area, and then so I moved a bunch of stuff so I could put the deposit boxes in there, and then I was like, I found 10 more boxes of magic cards. I hate everything. I guess there's worse problems in the world to have. See, my dog wishes that I would go outside in the current weather and take him about. Even though I feel like he probably doesn't want to go outside either right now. The wind is insane here right now. It comes off the lake and it just blows. Literally. It just blows. Yeah, I got out there and I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to fill these waters that I told Heather I would fill before she left like 2 hours ago. See, that's usually how Bucky is. He goes out into the yard and he's like, meh, I'm out. He's like, I'm coming back. He's like, I don't want to be out here. Why would I want to be out here? And I'm like, you know what? That's the only thing we agree upon, dog. Why do we want to be outside? I don't. I don't want to be outside. It's so cold outside. When you're not feeling good and you're already cold, not great. That's been my biggest issue is I keep sweating, and because it's cold outside, you don't want to sweat when it's cold. It's not great. I instantly become like I was gonna say a pudding pop. I wish I was a pudding pop. I would like a pudding pop. I haven't had a pudding pop in forever. I've kind of forgot that they were things. They're just fudgesicles. Sold by a creepy rapist. Okay, pudding pops aren't great. No pudding pops, okay. Anyway. Why is everything so terrible, Ben? Why is just everything so terrible? I try to make fun of the terrible things so I don't realize how miserable they make me. I managed to bring my own water over too. I found a stack of rare cards, and I don't think they're part of the Mox field. And now I'm like, does that mean I have another stack of cards I need to go through? On top of the 10 boxes we just found. Part of me is like smiling inside, even though I'm always smiling on the outside, but I'm crying on the outside as well that I just found 10 boxes. But secretly I'm going, 10 more boxes of magic cards. Sweet. I wonder what's inside them. Might be something good. Sometimes it is. I found some stupid stuff this year that I'm just like, I don't even remember this happening. I guess all the bad things just kind of overtook the things that were good. I really want to see this band Health. They're in Vegas like 2 days before MagicCon. And that's like the only place nearby that isn't like Chicago or Minneapolis, which are not nearby for me. But those are as close as they are coming. Nobody comes to Buffalo for anything, let alone we don't get anything on the East Coast. Preferably, you know what I would like? Is I would like all conventions just to be in the middle of the country so that, like, all the people in the middle of the country, good for you, because then you get to be, like, right there and you don't have to travel that far. But all the people on the West Coast and the East Coast, we don't have to travel nearly as far because we're just going to the middle of the country instead of going all the way to the other side. Like, even it being on the East Coast for Atlanta next year doesn't mean anything. It's still 15 hours of travel. Well, unless you can use airplanes, which is cool. I like airplanes sometimes. I like that they get me places faster. Another deck done! I think I'm going to use most of these deck boxes. I had a whole bunch of these Hascon deck boxes that I've just been using for my Oathbreaker decks. I would like to build some more Oathbreaker decks. I found 2 more Oathbreaker. I found a Kaya Oathbreaker deck last night, and I was like, huh, I don't remember building this. And then I was going through it, and I was like, there's a lot of really super awesome stuff in here. What did I do? How did this happen? When did I do this? Ben, did you know that people don't like the day and night mechanic? I got booed at the last Chicago for suggesting that there should be a day and night plane chase card. Makes sense to me. You know what? I'm gonna make a day and night deck. If somebody doesn't like it, that's the only deck I'll play against that person. Snow-covered plains. Snow-covered plains. These are actually nice deck purchase. Silly enough, these Easter Dragon sheets were my my demon / Easter deck. I am very excited, Ben. Weird Al is coming to Erie, PA, which is only like 40 minutes away. That was what Heather had gotten me for Christmas, because I was really disappointed that I didn't get to see Weird Al in Vegas. I've never gotten to see Weird Al. They were like the first band that I ever listened to as a kid. That was my music, was comedy albums back in the day before I started listening to music and became a monster. I don't know. Weird Al is one of the most talented people musically. I'm very excited. I just found all these snow-covered plains. I'm also excited that I found a playset of Ayaras, because Ayara is worth like $13 now for some reason. And also, she's a noble. Oh, it's another black creature, though. I do have a lot of black nobles in my deck, though. I don't know. It's a 5-color noble deck using Kenrith. I just don't know if it would be worthwhile. Some of my favorite albums. Ah, yes. Alapalooza, if you will. It's so silly. Like, when I was super into music, I knew everything about all the artists I listened to, and histories and stories, and how I'm obsessive about magic. Yes, living in the fridge. You can't stop the mold from growing. Stupid brain. Why are you just filled with stupid? Like, me and my friend, we were super into Weird Al. And then when we would spend the night over at each other's houses, we'd listen to the Dr. Demento comedy hour or comedy show that was on like Friday or Saturday nights. I don't remember which. It was one of those 2 nights. I want to say it was Friday nights. But they would always have all sorts of new songs on there. Yeah, logistically, I told myself this is not a good idea. Like, let alone, like, traveling about in cities is expensive. Like, I probably would have paid more traveling than through the city to get, like, Uber wise and stuff than I would have, like, for the tickets themselves. I actually forgot that Erie, PA has a stadium to even have concerts. And it's not like a super huge stadium, but nobody comes to Buffalo. So, like, Heather keeps on to the beat of what's going on in the world, like ticket wise. Like I never know a band is there until like the week before they're there, and I'm like, oh, oops. Yeah, see, I used to have my CD books that I used to carry with me. I miss CD albums. Like, or like the like little album covers. There's a lot of bands and stuff that actually like would do like custom artwork and stuff. And oh, this is my Thalia deck that had all my different Thalias. Oh, Redane, you're so good. Redane is such a weird creature. Yeah, that's. I hate resale tickets. I hate that a lot of times you don't even have access to tickets. It just automatically just go. Somebody purchased all the tickets and trying to sell them to me for much more. Like, I wish I wouldn't have paid as much as I did for Nine Inch Nails this year, but I've never missed Nine Inch Nails, and I imagine Trent won't be long for the world, let alone me long for the world. So I'm going. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's there's a whole bunch of concerts I want to see in February, but I hate like concert time in Buffalo in February because like they don't care that you're standing outside and you don't want to bring a jacket into a concert. Like it's not, like if you're sitting down kind of concert, it's fine. But like if you're like at a bar kind of a concert, like some of our smaller venues and stuff. Ugh. I remember Teenage Dirtbag, and I remember a couple other songs from that album. An elf monk. That's silly. And this old house has no insulation. So freaking cold. Ugh. I had started insulating like the upstairs and stuff myself, but that was a whole process. Had like a lantern on because like our crawl space, like all of our rooms have crawl spaces that go like the whole entire length of the rooms, and most of those rooms or crawl spaces are filled with my hobbies from all these years. That's why I'm slowly trying to get rid of all these toys and comic books and crap. But also, I had to clear out each of those crawl spaces so I could start insulating things. See, that's the way it should be. They shouldn't be allowed to be sold for more than that. Yeah, here we have a lot of times I hate it too because like they'll buy tons and tons of tickets and then try to resell them and then they don't, and then there's just like these giant empty sections at the concert, and I'm just like, Those are tickets I could have bought for a normal price. Excellent. That's the thing too, is a lot of times when I try to get concert tickets, like I try to get them at the time that they come out, but most of the time that's just a much too difficult. Like Nine Inch Nails, they were just gone. I was like, okay, that's about right. I feel like the secret layer method is not the best method of purchasing tickets and things on the online. See, I love smaller venues. We actually have a couple of newer venues that we opened like 2 years ago over on our. They like put a bunch of money into like our lakefront area and opened a couple of new concert halls and things. And we have one that's really nice. It's got an arcade in it, and it's got a couple of like bars on the ends, and you can get food, chicken fingers, and stuff. And then they have the giant stage like in the middle section, and you can go and sit at tables and eat and watch the concert. And it's one of the ones where you don't actually have to, like, they just let people in. Because that's such a big. It's not like a super huge place. Like, there's enough space for people to mingle and go about and not be in each other's way. And you don't have to wait out in the cold. I wonder if it warmed up at all this morning, the last I looked. I have a bunch of faceless havens. That's exciting. I'm a big fan of all these lands that turn into things with earthbending. Because it's almost like having, like, you earthbend them, so it becomes like a tutu, and then you can pay the cost and basically just pump them up. I should probably check and see when those concert tickets. I know they did go on sale, and then I put things off to the point where I forget. Like, I want to go see Birthday Massacre. They're playing. Say Anything is playing. Me and Max Bemis suffer from the same mental bipolarness. Oh my gosh. Will we ever finish these? That's the thing, is even after I unsleeve these, I still gotta add them all to Knoxfield. And then I have this stack over here. You know what? We should actually see if this stack that we found in this drawer, which I think is cards that were going in decks? Oh, I forgot I was building Dr. Eggman. My random thoughts. I feel like these were all supposed to go in a deck, too. I feel like this was supposed to go in a deck. Okay. I feel like this is all supposed to be going in decks. Let's see here. Boop. Yeah, one of our nicer ones, places that we have for concerts is the town ballroom. And it's basically, it's like a bar, and then it's shaped like a quarter, not a quarter circle, 3/4 of a circle, and then the stage, and then there's like a bottom layer, and then you walk up like 2 or 3 stairs, and then there's another layer that has railing that people can stand over top of each other so they can see things, and then there's a third section, and it's a small little intimate area. I saw My Chemical Romance there before they became a thing, and it was magnificent. And it's like, weirdly enough, like My Chemical Romance, I first found that CD at a Hot Topic in Puerto Rico, and also goth Puerto Ricans do exist. It's a thing. If I lived in Puerto Rico, I would not do so. But my makeup would be smeared all the time. Just in the normal world, it's smeared all the time. Okay, so apparently none of these are added in here either. What have I done? I have so many magic cards. I love magic. I started building so many decks the other day. Not feeling well, I was just like, you know what? We're just going to keep building decks and not think about things. Oh yeah, we were building Leonardo da Vinci. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, at least we know what these are now. Gross. I think we only have one more deck to take apart. Lando! I love you, baby. What are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? God, your tail is magnificent. He has this big, giant, long tail that reminds me of a beholder stock because it has a big white spot on the end that looks like an eyeball. Man, I should start my band back up. I miss making music. I miss doing a lot of things. Like, I let magic content creation take over a lot of my free time of things that I did enjoy doing. I can make magic parody songs and not be a douchebag. Like the guy who does. I think this is my last 60 card deck. These are one of the weirdest tokens I have. They're little nickel bolus pyramid tokens. They were official Ultra Pro tokens. I got them. I was in a Magic Charades game with Mark Rosewater and Gavin Fairhay one time. I don't know. This was before I became a content creator. Ugh, so much. Oh, Ben, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna organize the rest of this. I'm like looking at all this mess I've made. It's better organized than it was. It's not great. This was one of my first fancy deck boxes from Ultra Pro. That's not really that fancy. It was fancy at the time. Fancy at the time, fancy at the time. Oh, key to the city. Sentinel Totem is really good, too. I don't know if that's been reprinted anytime recently. Apparently they didn't want me recurring it, though. You know, I actually am always happy when Wizards is smart about things and knows I'm going to abuse something if they let me recast it. Let's just take this option away from her. Are these just all foils? Ugh. Remember when foils were, like, actually worth something and meant something? So silly. I don't know. They always, on the packages, it's like, there's a foil in every pack, and I'm like, so? Collector's packs have, like, 9 of them, and that's why they're not worth anything anymore. Occasionally, like, a rare or mythical might be worth something, depending if it has enough, or not that many copies out there in the world, but... Okay, so apparently it's not all foils, but some of it is foils. Yeah, they closed our city down yesterday. My partner had gotten back from the bank, and she's like, I was like, we should have pizza. And she's like, you're not feeling well. You should not eat pizza. I was like, I don't care. I'm already sick. What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? I'm gonna get sicker. Doesn't make any. Doesn't matter. I may as well be happy and put pizza in my face. I don't know. We've held down bread today, so I'm excited about that. That's I'll take every little win I can get at this point in time. This song is fucking sad. I don't know if I can listen to this actually right now. You want to see me cry on stream? It's been happening like the last couple of days. My emotionalness is a bit a disaster without my bipolar meds. I'm always trying to get Tom to join my band. Used to be my friend, me and Nick, but... And Tom is always like, this sounds like a wonderful idea. He loves playing music. He's like, I'll learn how to mix music and stuff. I'm like, sweet. Oh, insurance. My insurance decided to uh, not renew my medications for my bipolar meds and for my pain medications. So I've been going through withdrawal for like the last week and a half. That's why I've been sick. So now I'm trying to figure out a solution to this whole entire mess that I'm in. Part of me is like, I've been on these medication, not the bipolar medication I need to go back on, but like the pain medication is the issue. It's like, it was destroying my teeth, hurting my liver. I've been on them for 16, almost 17 years, and they're not pain medicines you want to be on, but they're also pain medications, so you don't just take away from somebody. Like, they were supposed to send me a weaning dose, and my doctor didn't. So then I called them. I had to wait through the whole entire weekend last weekend so I could call them on Monday. And she's like, I'll have this sent out. So now I'm just like, I'm just not going to take them anymore, I guess. Yeah, it's not something I would... Well, as I said on Twitch yesterday, or earlier today, that there are people I would wish this upon, but they deserve it. It's like, that's why I went and was sleeping on the floor underneath my table last night, because I've been sweating horrifically, and it's so cold to the point where I wake up in cold sweats, and then it's basically like being, I don't know, in a freezer. It's horrible. So that's why I've been pissy lately, Ben. I apologize. uh, yeah, so I don't plan on going back on them, so now I'm trying to find a solution to for pain relief without going on narcotics, because I don't want to be on such things. That was all my doctors in the first place. So, yeah, I'm just trying to figure that all out. It's always the too much information stream. I don't know. I can't imagine somebody having to go through this and, like, not have somebody to at least have their attempts to try to make me not nearly as miserable as I am. Like, I get very erratic when not on my bipolar medicines, and yeah. So that at least I need to figure out a solution for. Dun, dun, dun. We're almost done with this We're almost done with this deck. I do need to set aside a couple more adventures that I'm missing for my Iroh adventure deck. Thank you for sitting with me, everybody. I do appreciate you all. I am going to go stretch my spine real quick, and then I'll be back. Thanks for sitting through the break, Seagull. Pixel Grip. I found this band the other day, Pixel Grip. They're from Chicago. I don't even know how to describe such nonsense. It's industrial music with, or as it says, it's a trio fusing industrial grit with pop sensibilities. To create a sound that is as confrontational as it is seductive. Okay, I'll be right back. remember to do the things I need to do when I get up. Ugh. The cats are very excited that I finished feeding them and watering them. I was like, that's right, cats. Sometimes I remember to do things. Welcome back, everybody. I am Emmara, GoddessofBlundR. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. Wow, my boobs are awesome looking in this shirt. If I didn't feel like crap, like working out and whatnot, I feel great. Besides that, anyway, you know, my bipolar I just bounce all over the place anyway. But like when I'm not on my medications, I'm even bouncier than normal. Not just my boobs. Um, anyway. I am Emmara, GoddessofBlundR. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. Occasionally, I just say weird random things that come to my brain, because that's what my brain was thinking. So that's what my brain said. I am one of your Magic the Gathering ambassadors for Avatar? Question mark? I don't know if we're still ambassadors. I don't know. To tell you the truth, they've never actually explained to us when we stop being an ambassador. So, I never stop being an ambassador for the things. I will be a Duskborn, Final Fantasy, Innistrad, Aether Drift, Avatar ambassador until I die. I'll probably have that put on my headstone because it'll be the only things I actually accomplished. I am a cosplayer. I am a puppeteer. You can find me at Magic Cons most of the time, roaming around. Usually I'm just hanging out. Yeah, that's what I always just assume, that I'm just always an ambassador. I might not be an ambassador for that set, but I would have loved to be a Lorwyn ambassador. Like, I love my Magic sets. Yeah, we were Xbox ambassadors before they took it away from us. We still are Xbox ambassadors, technically. Like, the program doesn't exist anymore, which sucks, because I enjoyed it. I like to be I don't know. When I used to play, like, a lot of online games, like World of Warcraft, or play, like, first-person shooters and stuff, I always tried to be nice. Like, life is already miserable. I don't want to make other people's life miserable from far away. Like, I know how angry I get when somebody is douchey in a game, and I'm just like, well, now I don't even want to play this game anymore. So, like, it's so much work to be douchey. Like, to go out of your way and be douchey. Like, sometimes I tire myself out when I'm being a jerk. I'm like, ah. Usually, the only place I'm super jerky is Facebook, and it's usually directed at people. Those people usually know who they are. Monastery Swiftspear is still one of my favorite red cards. This was my... Red has always just been... Mono red has always been, like, a deck type that just works. Like, as a kid, like, I knew it would do the thing it needed to do. Like... You know, what's really super weird is certain games, it depends on, like, the game sometimes. Like, Battlefield is, like, one of the only first-person shooters that I actually play besides, like, Fortnite every once in a while. But, like, Battlefield players are so much nicer than Call of Duty players. And most of the time, the Battlefield players are actually the... game archetype that they've decided to play, they're actually playing properly. Instead of just sitting there and farming kills and stuff like that. Like, doesn't mean anything if we don't win. Like, but also, Arc Raiders, I really have not run into too many douchebags, and most of the time everybody helps each other out, and that's even without talking, just using emotes and things. I don't know. It usually works out pretty nicely. I keep thinking that this is a Cheeto. Where? This is not a Cheeto. I don't even know what that is. Part of me wants to know. I see it on my screen. And now I'm like, is it just on my screen? I am always such a mess. I think we just listened to that album. We've almost made our way all the way through here. We just did that one. We just did that one. This one just came out last week. Like, this is the only time I actually get to listen to music as well. Like, Heather hates sound. This is the weirdest thing in the world. Whereas I love music and sound, and she hates sound and music. Rekindling Phoenix. I don't know if I have a copy of you in my... We're building a Phoenix deck. I decided I'm just building a Kindred deck of every Kindred group that does something different and plays differently. I'm making a deck for it. I don't care. That's what 2026 is. I'm going to see how many Magic decks I can build that I shouldn't. Lava Spike, you're so stupid. Just a lightning bolt that hits people's faces. Not an instant, though. I feel like Lava Spike actually is worth money, though. You know what's worth a lot of money? Seething Song. It's a common card. And I know I have a zillion copies. I found 5 copies. And I was entered them in, and I was like, huh. 5 copies of Seething Song is worth $69. Not only is that wonderful because it's 69, and I am a child. I miss being able to actually, like, yeah, like, Mirrodin, I opened so many boxes. Like, because that was back when I got Heather to play Magic, and I had just gotten her into Magic, and we pay our bills, and then we just buy Magic cards. It's so weird. I just had to, like, a lot of Ice Age cards, I just had to wait, like, 30 years to be rich in, like, Mold Drifters. Like... Is there 2 different artworks for Castle Embereth? Yeah, it's insane! I was like, I don't need this many copies of Seething Song for any reason. Yeah, like, that's why I'm always worried that if I don't go through, like, my commons and things, and just put aside things I'm going to keep that I might use at some point, that I'm going to be like, here's a whole bunch of cards, somebody, or sell them, or go trade bulk in, and I don't like the idea of somebody getting a good deal off of me. Unless I'm doing it on purpose. Like, if I'm giving my friends a good deal, that's a difference than giving a store. Monastery Swiftspear, I don't think you're worth anything anymore. You used to be. This is my favorite artwork of Monastery Swiftspear. I think the last time I updated this deck might have been during Eldraine. Which was, oh my god, how many years ago was that? Ugh. Technically it's 2018 because it says 2019 and the copyright dates are always a year ahead. I have an extra copy of Hezeret. Man, That's exciting. I have 2 copies of Ezra's! Yeah, it's just so weird to me that someone in the comments. I guess you got like PDH, EDH things and stuff too that are have made a lot of commons go up in price, but like also you have Azula. She's the reason right now. Torbran is worth a whole bunch of money now too. Torbran, Yara. There's a whole bunch of stuff that was in that set. Oh my god, now I just have a giant box full of sleeves that are empty that are just hanging out over here. That's worse than just cards just sitting here. Ah! I caught most of them? Oh, common cards. So many of you. Oh. Interesting. See, some of these are foils, some of these aren't foils. Ugh. And there's no rhyme or reason to the order that they're in. Also, going through like all these cards, I found lots of cards that I forgot about. Like a lot of times when I build decks, I just go through I start with my rares and things, and by the time I get to a point where I have 100 cards, I don't ever even get to the uncommons or commons unless they're like ones I'm specifically looking for. Is my stomach about to get sick? I might disappear here in a second, everybody. I apologize. It's quite frustrating. Some of these foils don't look foily. You know, I forgot Norrin was in Duskmourn. Huh. Yeah, that's a good idea. You know what? I had brought a liquid IV over here earlier because I was like, haha. That's like, I've just been pounding waters for days now. Like, most of the time I usually only drink water anyway. But I've been drinking a lot of water with liquid IVs and then this is silly. The other day I found out that adventures that are omens are not the same. They're not adventures, they're omens, and you have to have dragons to cast them. I tried to cheat. Foilies. Foundations had a lot of really good cards on it. Yeah, these are all foils. I don't even care what they look like. I'm actually really worried to go through my foils from my collection from early on, because I imagine some of them are probably pretty pricey. But also, there's a lot of them. I just have not gotten around to it in the last 3 years. Dragonstorm I didn't get a lot of. I really wish I would have. Spider-Man I didn't dislike. It just, I don't know. I hate having to choose which hobbies I want to play at the time. But with so many Magic sets coming out. Oh, that's why. I was like, where did all the common cards go? I was like, these are all foils. I was like, oh yeah, because I put all the foils here. Man, I probably shouldn't listen to so much music that makes it sound like I'm in a John Wick movie all the time, or in some kind of action movie. Is there any other cards in there? Yeah. No, these are just sleeves? Ugh. Ooh, look at this. This is a real Infinitoken. How much can I trade this Infinitoken to you for? I will sell you this Infinitoken. It says Sid Jobs Flying 4/4 Dragon. I still need to get the rest of the Sids from Final Fantasy set. When I was sorting cards last night, I forgot that there was some really silly like creature types. They've been errata now, but they like ambush party, summon ambush party, summon ball lightning. I was like, I need a ball lightning lord so I can make a ball lightning Kindred deck. No, don't fall. Guess that's kind of my own fault for throwing it. It does sound pretty weird. Yeah, I think it's an elemental now, too. I was going through some Homeland cards yesterday. God, I hate Homeland so much. Like, when I was a kid, and when that was the new set, it was the hotness. Going back through it now, I'm like, why did they make these cards? Why are they so bad? Like, back in the day, kids, Magic cards, they made them bad on purpose sometimes. Like green. Green used to have weaknesses. They're like, here's this green creature for really super cheap, but now you gotta pay for the cost again, like with Echo or something. But now green just does everything and doesn't have any downsides, and then they just slap a couple extra things of text on there as well. Almost finished another emote last night. That's it. At least I've been getting things accomplished, even though I've been sick. Oh yeah, Blistering Fire Cat. He's one of the only red cats that there are. uh, I remember Baron Singier being pretty cool. I thought he was cool. I remember using a lot of cards that were in Homeland. It's weird to look back now, though, and, like, there's so many cards from, like, Fallen Empires that are worth money now, but when I was a kid, Fallen Empires was the first box of Magic cards I ever opened. I had traded for my second collection of Magic cards. I had traded a bunch of comic books and Star Wars, the collectible card game at the time, for somebody's Magic collection. Okay, so those are all foils. Okay. Well, that stuff's all over there. I guess we'll add these cards to Moxfield. Figure I will do this until Heather gets home. Even though I gotta tell her to go pick something up for me. Man, I wanna be a ninja. See, I usually don't go on my phone when I'm on streams. Boop. So I started watching The Penguin. I've been meaning, I wanted to watch it when it was on, but I hate watching shows and having to wait for all the episodes to come out. Colin Farrell, like, if I didn't know it was Colin Farrell, I would have no idea. And that's pretty impressive. I'm always impressed by actors when I'm like, oh, that's that person? Wah, 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 wah. It's so weird. Like, the original, like, Batman stuff that I started watching when I was a kid was like the 1965, 1966 Batman TV show and like the movie that came out during that time period too. And also, thank you very much, Valerie, for following me. I hate when I don't see things. I just popped up my OBS. And I was like, oh. Okay, we're gonna enter in cards into my list, into my collection. The never-ending project that apparently just, I mean, yeah, like, I love Adam West, like, old school Batman stuff. Like, I used to watch it on, like, the Sci-Fi Channel, because they used to play reruns on there. And, like, the old Batman movie is just so silly and crazy. It's just so weird. They're fun. It's been years since I've watched them. I still have the movie on tape, but I don't have any of the other ones on there. None of the TV show stuff. And they were always continuations, too. I don't know how many times I watched, like, one half or the beginning or the end, and why so serious, Ben? Why so serious? It's interesting because you see the change in the environment. Like, I love Batman villains, whereas Batman's a jerk face. If anything, Batman could actually do something with his billions of dollars and actually fix everything. But instead, he's like, I'm gonna go break these people, these poor people who need that need assistance. I'm instead going to go and break their arms and give them disabilities for the rest of their lives because they because I'm a jerk. I guess I don't know. Oh, Batman. I do like the jumpstart, the way they did it with Avatar. I kind of wish they would have done this with Final Fantasy this way, where they could put unique cards in the jumpstart pack still, and base them off of episodes or base them off of characters and things like that. And I think that would have been really cool. I just went and we went and saw the new Naked Gun movie. They had it was free down at our playhouse, so we were like, yeah, like I used to watch all those things I used to love. I still enjoy them. I remember that was on TBS or TNT. I remember watching it. I like it when shows aren't serious and all the time. Like, that would be nice. Yeah, the only bad thing about it too, the other bad thing about it is that like there's so many packs and and there's rarities to those packs too. So like some packs you're gonna see a lot more often than others, whereas there's packs where there's like $80, $90 cards in them, which that shouldn't be a thing either, especially since it's a product for people starting Magic, not us. And that's the other thing is then I have to keep like when they're jump start exclusive cards. I'm like, ugh, do I put them with like my uncommons and things? Do I just put them with the commons? I I always get the bad packs. Is what usually ends up happening. Like spirits and birds. I don't have a spirit deck. You know what's weird is I didn't realize how good Brainstorm was when I was a kid. But I do like the Jumpstart reprints that they did, like Brainstorm, have new artwork and stuff on them so I can theme my decks. I will be back in just a second, everybody. Thanks for sitting through the ad breaks. I do appreciate ya. I kinda I don't like that there are two 5-color precons coming out. I I don't think they should be 5 colors. Anyway, I'll be right back. Yeah, the Final Fantasy thing was. I have a lot to. It stinks being an ambassador for it and being so angry about some of the decisions that were made. I'll be right back. Then I'll complain. Welcome back, everybody. I was trying to get the dog to come back inside, and he was like, I'm hanging out here. I'm like, no, you're not hanging out here. It is cold, sir. I'm going to make a really old reference real quick. But, you know, in Austin Powers and the Fembots, and when she has the blade stick out of her nipples, that's how I feel right now. It is so fucking cold. Anyway, yeah, some of the I can see that. I'm catching up. Yeah, like this Dragonstorm was the first time I didn't get all of the decks, and the collector's packs for Final Fantasy. They should have known it was going to be bigger than what it was, or that it was going to be huge. Like Final Fantasy is huge all around the world, like, and there's a whole bunch of people just collecting them and making the things more expensive, which is just making me angry. uh, yeah, the remember when they did the $20 commander decks with like Kaldheim and Zendikar, so that people could start, they could buy a $20 deck and play a commander game and get a build the deck and upgrade it, and that was a good idea. Like you didn't need to have a whole bunch of new Reaper or new cards in it. It had like 8 new cards in it or whatnot, but at $20, that is so much more doable. Like the bundles. Let me complain about the bundles for a second. There was nipple guns. Didn't she have nipple? Am I just trying to give myself nipple blades? Nipple blades should be a thing. Anyway, I like the idea of commander bundles because I feel like most precons are just the same thing that we've. Most of the time, is not based on the new rules of the set. It's usually just something that we've already have. Like we didn't need another energy deck, but they were like, "Here's 3 energy decks this year." I'm like, okay. That's not something that needs to happen. Whereas, like with the bundles, if they were not $100 a bundle, and they were like, even if they were like $50 for the bundle, and you got like 9 packs, and you got full art lands for that set, and you got 4 copies of like Swiftfoot Boots, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, so you can make your own precons out of that set, would make so much more sense. But buying, like, I like to theme all my decks, and even as an ambassador for Avatar and getting free product gifted to me, as like I one bundle is $100 for a Soul Ring and a Arcane Signet and some Swiftfoot Boots. Like you couldn't just give me 4 copies of those. I was like, they don't need to be worth a whole bunch of money. They don't need to be super collectible. Like the Chocobo bundle. All I want is a fucking Chocobo bundle. Like, I love Final Fantasy. And I was a Final Fantasy ambassador. I have a Chocobo deck. It needs Chocobo lands. It needs Chocobo cards. But instead, yeah, I just want. I'm so angry, Alex. I'm so angry all the time. Really? That's crazy that they're that expensive now. I have a whole bunch of extra. Silly enough, when I ended up getting a couple of them on clearance for like $12 when for the Kaldheim ones and the Zendikar ones, so I got a whole bunch of them to give to people who were starting out because I was like, oh, these are $20. I was like, this is a good starter product for people starting out in Magic. I was like, this is great. And then they were on sale, so I was like, oh, I was like, I'll just. I have a whole bunch of them just sitting upstairs. Now I'm like, yeah, like I love theming my decks. And will I get Chocobo lands? Probably not. Like, haven't been able to find the Chocobo bundle anywhere. I'm not paying $200 for something that I used to pay like $29.99 for. back when they were fat packs. Like, anyway, I came directly back just to complaining about things instead of reintroducing myself. I'm Emmara, GoddessofBlundR. I'm angry sometimes. Sometimes I'm fun. Sometimes I'm not. Yeah, Bant Katara is a lot of fun. That was one of the first ones I ended up building because I wanted to build Sokka too, but Sokka, unfortunately, I didn't ended up getting a copy until later on after I had built my first 4 decks because I wanted to build 4 precons that were just mainly using uh, avatar cards, but then I was going to have other people play those decks as well. I was going to choose one of them and let other people play them, seeing as there were no precons. But like, now I don't need them. Mind you, when I say I need things that are magic related, I don't actually need them. I want. What does this fox do? One or more cards are put into a library from anywhere. Put a +1/+1 counter. It doesn't even care whose library. It doesn't care if it's my library or my opponent's library. That's fun. That's foxy. That's like, I would have loved to theme all my Final Fantasy decks to just be Final Fantasy. And back when the decks weren't super expensive, I could buy extra copies of a deck and not feel like I was getting horribly ripped off. He does, whenever one or more cards are put into a library from anywhere, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It's a 3/3 for 2. It's a 2/2 for 3. But you can also pay 3 colorless and put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. It's so weird. I mean, most likely I'm not going to give my opponents stuff, but also you can use firebending with it. What does the fox say? He says, +1/+1 counter? Question mark? That's insane. I always like it. A lot of times I like to try to tell people that it's like, especially newer players, that say we have Lorwyn coming out. Lorwyn is very kindred happy. Like, we're getting at least 8 different kindred groups, most likely, in Lorwyn, because that's what we got, the originals. And so, like, every time, like, a new set is coming out, you look and see those things, okay, elves. And then they all go crazy in price, like 2 or 3 months beforehand. And then the cards that don't get reprinted go up even crazier. So a lot of times, back in the day, I would just be like, okay, I'm going to buy all these elves that I wanted before this set is on everybody else's radar and people are paying attention to it. Boop. Suspicious bookcase. You are a very suspicious bookcase. Yeah, I would like to get another Terra one. I ended up getting an extra of the Cloud one because I needed extra cards to build the Final Fantasy VII deck I wanted to build that actually had everything in it. I just want a new Reaper King, and I'm hoping there's a new Reaper King in the 5-color. Even though I'm not happy that there's another 5-color deck. I don't know. It's very hard to make a 5-color deck that's not just a mixed soup of awesomeness. Like, and we do need some. How many legendary Kithkins are there? I feel like there's not very many. I am excited for fairies. Fairies are definitely one of my favorite kindred groups. Like, angels were my original favorite, and then they kind of got taken over by fairies. And then fairies went from them being my favorite to cats. And then, so now it goes cats, fairies, and then angels. Unless I get a cat fairy angel, which then that will be my number one. I need a legendary cat. I want a cat god. We don't have any cat gods. You know who needs a cat god? I need a cat god. Solid ground. Earthbending is really good. Solid ground is really not that bad. You're putting extra counters on things. And you get a creature out of the deal, too, that you get to make bigger. Oops, I guess I should spell things properly. I was like, why is this not coming up? Because that's not how you spell ground, Emmara. That's not how you spell ground. I do like that they keep making, like Explore was not a big card that needed to be reprinted, but I like to use it in decks, and now I have an Apple one, so then I can, like, theme my deck with reprints. Like, I've liked that they've started doing that with, like, Ixalan, I want to say, was they started doing that. BlundR. Like, I like my themes. You know what? I don't know why we're... Just put this in the common thing. I don't feel like fighting it. Really? Are they only two? I remember when Gaddock was actually was a boogeyman in Commander. And everybody was like, I hate this card. Now, I highly doubt that there are a lot of people who even know that that still is a card. That's like Magic cycle. I don't know. We cycle through old players and we get new players, and the new players become the old players, and then sometimes the older players come back, and then the newer players don't have any idea of the things that are going to be happening or going on. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. I don't know. I was a big fan of the Avatar set. It came out really well. I feel like Universe Beyond things that have like stories that they can follow work out so much better. I feel that's one of the reasons why Spider-Man didn't work out as well. Is you have all these different stories, but there's no there's no words. Words are escaping me. I should not have started reading this card, because then my brain just... Yeah. You go over here. I don't feel like finding where you go. I think I have enough Avatar full art lands, though. That's a thing. What does this enchantment do? Flash? Aura? One red, one colorless. Lost in Memories. Enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. Flashback is its mana cost. That's actually kind of cool. You know, kind of want to put that in dog meat. In one of my many dog meat decks. Fist and Flame, you can go over there. Frantic Confrontation goes really nicely with Firebending. Man, I do hate Azula so much. Azula is the worst. I would like to finish my experience counter deck at some point. I finally got the other Zoku. I was missing Zoku and I was missing Toph. I think Tom has a tough for me, though. I do believe. That was like one of the only ones that I didn't end up pulling at some point. Tail Momo. I forgot that that's a tutor for allies. Boop. I don't know why I have to make sound effects for things. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature didn't attack this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's silly. I'll just put these over here. That's fine. I think I have almost everything for all the avatar decks that I wanted to build. I think the only one I don't have that I still am missing is the Saga for Koshi Island. It turns into Koshi. Boop. I really like the full arts for those ones. I was actually going to play with these Jumpstart packs, but Tom wasn't coming over this week, and I don't have patience. I don't have time for this. You... Gatso would be really good in my Narset monk deck. I feel like it... I don't know. We played against a CEDH Monk Gatsu deck, the other deck, and it did stupid things. It's very easy to make go into a loop. Words. I needed to have Heather pick something up from the store, and I cannot remember at all what it was. I've been sitting here thinking and thinking on it. When I went on break, I was in there walking, and I'm like, looking around the room. I'm like, something in this room I feel like we need more of, but I don't know what it is. The Art of Tea. I don't think I have the Art of Tea in Iroh. I mean, it's not super awesome or anything, but still kind of fun. Oh, you silly cabbage man. Cabbage merchant. I'm sorry. Let me give you your official title, not just cabbage man. Bosco's Just a Bear. Bosco Just a Bear is a lot of fun. When Bosco enters, you create a food token for each legendary creature you control. And then you can sack a food, and you put 2/2, +1/+1. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on Bosco. He gains trample. 4/4 for 5. That gives me a bunch of food tokens. That's not terrible. Especially, most likely, I'm just playing a legendary Kindred deck if I'm doing such things. Create a food token, then Earthbent X, where X is twice the number of food tokens. That's silly. Yeah, I don't know why I put all these commons and uncommons that I wasn't actually going to do anything with over here. Oh, Reckless Blaze. I forgot I was going to actually put you in Judith. Because you are silly. Reckless Blaze deals 5 damage to each creature. Whenever a creature you control dealt damage this way dies, I add red mana. And Judith loves killing everybody. Still 5 mana for 5 damage on each of those creatures, but still. Moku. Meandering Drummer. You are a bard. until I actually have enough bards to make a proper bard deck, it's bards and performers right now. Just hanging out with his badger moles. Cracked Earth Technique. Earthbend 3. Then Earthbend 3. You gain 3 life. I actually do need Cracked Earth Technique in my Toph deck. My Toph deck is stupid. Like, the fact that I made the decks completely themed and they still do ridiculously stupid stuff is a good sign that the set works well together. Okay, that actually needs to go on Toph. And I don't remember if I have Tectonic Split in there, but I feel like that was also a thing. Tectonic Split is a lot of fun to use as... So, the other day I was playing against Tom, and I just kept earthbending all my lands that I could get counters on. And then, you sacrifice all your lands that have counters on them, so that they all come back. It's so silly. Like, you're paying the 6 mana for it, but as an additional cost, you sacrifice all those lands. Then they all just come back out and basically just pay for themselves. Lands you control have add 3 mana of any color, because why not? Why not? You know, even if I don't, I kind of want to put a whole bunch of earthbending in Omo. I just don't. Omo I like playing, but a lot of times it's just me playing Magic by myself. Is basically what Omo is. And I don't like doing that. Ah, there's Avatar Kiyoshi. I was pretty sure we had pulled one. Avatar Kiyoshi, you are stupid. Cost 8 mana, which is a lot of mana. But during your turn, they have hexproof, and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, earthbend 8, and then untap that land. So even if you paid 8 mana for it during your first main phase, you're getting 14 power for 8 mana. And then you're getting that every combat of your turn. Kiyoshi, you are going in a deck. Actually, I just realized. I'm trying to fill my binders back up as well. We haven't even started going through my binders yet. I forgot I had binders. I forget every once in a while that we got through all the rare cards, and now I'm like, oh yeah, we have a bunch of binders we gotta go through now. Excellent. Momo, who else is worth? I only put things that are worth $5 or more in my binders because I usually take my binders to trade with people when I go to conventions and go to the stores and things. It's the easiest way for me to find things. I think... Yeah, you're going in a deck, and this is also going in a deck. Zoku's going in a deck. That I'm not completely sure. That's not going in anything right now. Okay. Those are the things that are going in stuff. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't have these Koshi warriors, and they're adorable. Yeah, the Koshi Jumpstart pack has a whole bunch of cards that are only Jumpstart only cards. I really wanted to make a Koshi warrior deck. There's not enough. I was hoping that I could have an unlimited amount of them. Whenever this creature attacks, if you control 8 or more lands, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. That's really good. Yeah, you could go in Toph. 4 mana, 4/3. But most likely in a land matters deck, I'm probably going to have 8 more lands. And a +2/+2 buff is not terrible on attack. Anyway, let's click that. Scarring Memories. Cast a spell as long as though it had flash, as long as you control an attacking legendary creature. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice, discards a card, and loses 3 life. I love all the terrible things you do. Those are all awful things. A Fire Lord Ozatai. I don't know if I set aside a copy for my Noble deck. I will have a whole bunch of new decks that I've built in the last, 2 weeks. At least when I'm not feeling good, I accomplish lots of stupid things that I have been meaning to accomplish and just been putting off. Ran and Shaw are really good too. I like that they have firebending too, and that if you make an extra copy of them, or you make Shaw, that when they both attack, they firebend 4 total, and then they can use their ability of 1 red and 3 colorless, and then you can use the firebending mana to give all your dragons +2/+0. You know, because dragons need to be bigger than they already are, you know, because dragons aren't already quite large. You know what, we put these aside so that I could put them over there, and then we still didn't. What are we gonna do with me? I do want to build a Low and Lee Royal Advisor deck. This was one of the other cards that I was missing out of the Jumpstart cards that I wanted to build. I will probably just put them in my... I don't know. Do I want to just build an Advisor deck? Anyway, let's see here. It costs 4 for a 3/3. Whenever an opponent discards a card or mills 1 or more cards, put a +1/+1 counter on each advisor you control, which is pretty silly and gross. And then you can pay Dimir, split, and 2 colorless, and target player mills 4 cards. God forbid it said just mills a card instead of 1 or more. That would be stupid. Even though it's kind of stupid. Anyway. Sir Conrad. Question mark. Is Sir Conrad just a knight? I don't think they're a noble. Okay. We are building them. Okay. We're building a deck for that. That's happening. Set that aside. Aang. I also didn't know that this was a card. This is another... I'm actually putting this in Saga. Actually, I don't know if we're going to put this in Saga or not. That's kind of silly. Crystalline... Or did I put too many L's? C-R-Y-S-T. And this was a Jumpstart only card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control and has trample. I feel like my dog meat deck would really, really like that. Later, Ben. Yeah, lunch sounds good. Maybe I can hold down something other than just bread. Maybe I'll get something to eat next time I get up. Say hi to the dogs. Tell them not to be too cold and that to come back inside the house. It's my dog. He went outside and he just did not want to come back inside. I was like, get back in here. I don't want to hold the door open. It's too cold. Crystalline armor. Have a good rest of your day if I don't see you. And thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Always enjoy chit-chat. Let's see here. I feel like there's a couple of copies of this. In 18 seconds, I am going to go take a quick little stretch break, and then I will be back. And then maybe we'll finish more things. Never-ending projects. Da na 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 na. 137. I will be right back, everybody.
Do-do-do-do-do. Boop. That's a good idea. Me. That's a good idea. I'll be right back. Oh, Final Fantasy. What am I ever gonna do with you? Welcome back, everybody. It's me, Emmara, GoddessofBlundR. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am a cosplayer. I'm a puppeteer. Occasionally, I introduce myself. I'm a Magic the Gathering online creator. I'm a Magic the Gathering arena content creator. You might have seen me at featured as a Magic the Gathering content creator at Magic Cons in the last 3 years. It's been good times. We are still adding cards to my Mox field 12 weeks later. It's not like we do this like 8 hours a day or anything. Like, it's just whenever I get a chance. So it's not like it's every day out of those 12 weeks. But still, it's kind of silly. I hope everybody is having a good day. I do appreciate you all hanging out with me. If you're ever looking for cards, this is my trade binders. I have a want list as well. And basically anything I'm not using is for tradesies. Oniko Cult Anvil is really good. Florian, my friend, you're a noble. I ran into the squish, and he ran through his cat tunnel all crazily when I was out there. I was also stretching out my back, and then out of... I haven't finished building this snow shovel, this electric snow shovel that Heather got for Christmas from her parents. And Mando popped out of the box. like, the box is filled with all the parts to it. And then I was sitting there stretching, and I looked over, and then Mando popped out. I was like, you're so silly. He's so cute. He knows how cute he is. He's like, I know, Mama. I know I'm adorable. I like surprise cats. I like it when I don't know that a cat's gonna pop out of somewhere, and I'm like, ah, cat! Surprise cat! It's my second favorite kind of cat. Nice cat is my favorite kind of cat. You know what the silly thing is, before I became a crazy cat lady? Like, cats scared me. Like, I never trusted them. I never knew what they were gonna do. Most cats that I had interactions with were usually kind of douchey. I didn't realize that there was a difference between outdoor cats and... Like, my grandparents had outdoor cats that came in when they felt like it. And my brother got Wolverine Berserker slashed in the face by a cat. And that's just like one of the things I remembered as a kid, is that my brother got Ponzored by a cat. It was great. I love you, Dustin. I just remember him slashing him in the face. I was like, ah! Cats! Terrifying! Now I just laugh when cats do silly things like that. Infernal Grasp is a really good removal piece. I didn't realize that was the first time that was printed, was in Midnight Hunt. 2 mana, I'll lose 2 life to destroy a creature. Ugh, I wish I was sleeping better. I feel so tired. Like, trying to keep my eyes open. I'm like, tired. Pondor. I feel like this turtle ponder should go in a turtle deck. It's too bad there's not enough turtles to make a turtle deck. We'll probably never get more turtles. I would love to be a Ninja Turtle ambassador. I don't know. I know lots of people don't like Universes Beyond stuff, but I enjoy it. And most of those things can be reprinted as actual Magic cards if they wanted to. That's a cool ponder. Oh, that's from Doctor Who. I kept all my Doctor Who decks together. They all play well against each other, and they all do different things. I like it when my commander decks do different things. There's like no sense of... That's why I started taking decks apart this year, that I was like, this does the same exact thing. Extra Taco Bell? That's the best kind of Taco Bell. Ben, I have a Taco Bell gift card that I need to enter into my phone. Heather's like, here's the... She's like, you're the one who goes to Taco Bell. You can have this. I was like, okay, cool. Not that she doesn't not like Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell will be the eventual death of me. One of the biggest problems when I go to Taco Bell is I never know what I want, and I don't go there very often, so I feel like I am like, ooh, I should just order everything that's on this menu. And I don't order everything that's on the menu. I spent like $30 on Taco Bell, and I'm like, I end up with like 3 or 4 days worth of food. I didn't realize that this package had this cool Swords of Plowshare with this fun bird. I sat one on the side to go on my Chocobo deck. I was like, that's a fun little card. I guess these can actually all go over there. I do not need multiple copies of Convention Morrow, though. I do not need that to happen in my life. Like, Paragon? Yeah, it's not bad as long as you don't order the menu. Like, the whole menu. I don't know how annoyed Taco Bell people probably get at me when they have to cook $30 of Taco Bell. That's the other thing, Taco Bell, if you order things that have potatoes in them, it takes so much longer to actually cook them. Because potatoes take longer to cook at fast food places. That's why I hate KFCs that are also Taco Bells, because I know that it's going to have a really long line if I wait in the drive-thru. Taco Bell facts. That's right. Taco Bell. You're so silly. Man, now I want tacos. Do I need tacos? Yes. I go through spurts where, like, quesadillas, I was obsessed with them, and that was the only thing I would order at Taco Bell for the longest time. I love the spicy potato. They, also make these little spicy potato bowls that are really good. They have, like, sour cream and cheese, and, they're delicious. But they take forever to cook. But they're delicious. And then, like, our Taco Bell, you can't order online. I don't know, like, you could order KFC online there, but you can't order Taco Bell. So you can't do any kind of customization orders unless you, I mean, you can tell them I want it like this, but it's so much easier to not have to ask and just click buttons. Be a problem and not have to talk to them about it. That's the thing, is most Taco Bell food is just Taco Bell or it's the same food in a different container. Chalupas, gorditas, just all different containers. Loves struck beast. You are silly. You are a noble. Also, that's not how you spell those words. Yeah, last night I just kept waking up like every hour and going, I feel wide awake. I feel great. And then I'm like, it's been an hour. It's 12:30. I was like, and then I would wake up again and I was just like, yay, I'm wide awake again. Excellent. How long has it been? It's an hour and a half. Excellent. Okay, it's 1:30 now. God damn it.
I hate when I could just get up and do something else, but then I tell myself I should go to sleep, and then I just keep trying to get myself to go to sleep. 2, 3, 4. You know what? I do actually need to put aside a copy of Edgewald Innkeeper as well. So, adventures are interesting with Iroh because I learned this from Joe Kilcar, and because I got to play their Iroh deck for the first time I played against an Iroh deck. And when a card goes on an adventure, even if you flash back an adventure, you get to decide where it goes into exile. So instead of it being flashbacked and exiled, you can flash it back and send it on an adventure instead, so you can just keep casting the cards over and over and over again, which is pretty funny and silly, and I love it. So I have an Iroh deck, but I'm building a second Iroh deck that uses all sorts of different magic cards, whereas my main one is just all avatar cards. I'm also building an Azula deck that is just magic cards, so it's just everything, not just avatar. I have the stacks that I have for upgrades to decks this year is I'm trying to be efficient. Like, I hate that I have decks that I haven't upgraded that I'm like, ooh, this is a good card for this deck. I'll set it aside, and then it just never makes it to the deck. So this year, I'm trying to be more efficient. I'm trying to actually accomplish things that I need to accomplish or want to accomplish. Normally I wouldn't put all those with my uncommons. I was trying to figure out why my eyes are being funky. It's because these are not my actual... These are my... I can't find my glasses. Old glasses. I always keep a pair aside just in case, that I always know where they are. And yesterday I was deliriously sick. I went and took a shower. I got out of the shower and I was like, I don't know where my glasses are. I spent like 20 minutes just walking around the house trying to find my glasses. My house is not that big. It shouldn't. I only went so many places. I only did only so many things in the house. So like, and I still can't find them. I haven't seen them since I took a shower yesterday. That's right. I didn't take a shower yet today. I apologize. At least you can't smell it. We don't have smell-o-vision yet. Was smell-o-vision from Simpsons? Or was that from Futurama? I feel like it was on something. I feel like it's a thing. So we're rebuilding my zombie deck. That's happening. We're rebuilding our knight deck. We're rebuilding the vampire deck. We had actually we had 3 vampire decks. 2 of them were precons, but the other one was Edgar. And I don't want it. Edgar Markov, you're stupid. I don't like you. You just do the things. I like it when magic cards make me have to work for it. Like, I have to actually... Okay, what are we doing here? Are we just being dumb? I feel like we are just being dumb. Why do we have so many copies of these cards? I don't need 6 copies of Black Lance Paragon. Maybe 1 copy. Ugh, humans. That is one of the worst things, is that you need your glasses to find your glasses. My partner, like, they hurt her eyes since she had her stroke, so a lot of times she uses them when she's watching TV shows and stuff, but a lot of times she'll take them off if she's, like, watching videos on her phone or whatnot, and she loses her glasses constantly. And I have learned just to remember where they are at all times. I'm just walking by and I'm like, okay, that's where her glasses are. So when she asks for them, or asks if I've seen them like an hour from now, I know the answer to this question. So much of my life is having to remember where things are or what's going on in the house. I don't really want to, but I have to. Because otherwise, you know what happens? I don't know where that thing is, and then I have to find it anyway. I'm like, ah! I don't want to. So, it does save me time in the long run, and since I know that I'm going to have to try to find it. Or find out. There's a lot of different things that get lost in this house that I have to find. Let's go. This Nebraska has really, really cool art. This was like Magali and like the Kaladesh artwork that she did. That was like the first time I remember seeing them. See, I always try to have like specific places where I put things. Like I have a dish that I specifically in my office. That's where I set things. I'm like, okay, this is where my glasses go every night when I go to bed, except for when I go to take a shower. Apparently, this is where this goes when I do this. That way, I don't have to find as many things. I don't lose as many things. Oh my god, I imagine I'm gonna blame a cat for it. I'm gonna say that my cats made it so I don't know where my my glasses are. We'll blame them. It's not my fault. They probably lost my glasses. Yeah, wintertime is awful. Like I just put away a bunch of stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna have to take care of this again in like 2 or 3 months. Like, such a mess. Is that where they are? That my cats. Most likely it was probably Shuri. I imagine it was probably her. Her and the squish were having a rumble. I guess it wasn't necessarily a rumble so much as they were giving each other guff. But they kept jumping back and forth from. Like, Shuri lives in the bathroom, which is really weird. She lives in the closet to the bathroom, and she hates all the other cats. She just is displeased by them and their existence. So a lot of times she's just like doesn't want to be around anybody else, so she lives in a drawer in the closet that she just hangs out in. She is very silly. But her and the Squish don't get along, and well, the Squish doesn't get along with anybody. He's kind of just a jerk. He's so cute, but he's such a jerk. There's a very good chance that is probably what actually happened. And I can't see that they're wearing the glasses and looking all fanciful. Because I can't see them because I don't have the proper glasses on. Even though I think these glasses, I actually have. I see. A lot of times, real life looks like a Zack Snyder movie. Just lens flares everywhere. I don't know if it's my glasses or just my eyes going because I'm old. But it's like a really shitty Zack Snyder movie. Wait, that's most most of them. They're pretty. Watchmen's not bad, but they didn't write Watchmen. I do like in the visuals, but that's about it. That's like I hate driving at nighttime now. It's like I see like these crazy like blurs going across my eyes now. I'm like, this is not great. To tell you the truth, between me and my partner, I don't know which one of us is more dangerous on the road. Neither of us can see. It's a lot of bone crusher giants. Oh my god. It's a lot of Chandras. It's a lot of glory bringers. Is that what they're called? What the official wording, the real words for it is? Stigmatism. I know what you're talking about. But these glasses don't seem to be doing it nearly as bad. Like last night when I was watching Penguin, I was like, oh, I can actually see okay. Oh my god, these are just more murderous raiders? Ugh, I hate this. That's ridiculous. What's about to happen here? Okay. Okay, I was like, did I put these murderous riders in the wrong stack? Or is it just more murderous riders? No, it's just more murderous riders. Just more of them. How many murderous riders is too many murderous riders? Is there just one in that deck? That's weird. Boop. Midnight Reaper. Looks like I just saw this guy too. That's why I was like, uh-oh, what did I do? Did I mess this up? Nope. I just have a bunch of copies. You can only put one in a zombie deck and one in a night deck. Then there's too many. 6 Midnight Reapers. That's 4 too many. Nightmare Shepherd. You see, they could make a reprint of Nightmare Shepherd if they made a Mass Effect. Not spelled the same, but they could make a reprint and it would make sense. I miss Mass Effect. At some point, I'll probably play the remaster of it. But there's so many games that I haven't played that I would rather play first. So, we'll see. Will we ever get around to replaying things? Usually not. It is very rare that I've actually played back through things. I really have to enjoy a game to play back through. I really enjoyed the last Tomb Raider games. I'm kind of disappointed that they're going back to crappy Tomb Raider games. I don't know. I liked the realisticness. I like stealthily sneaking around and being a terror. They were a lot of fun. A lot of times why I don't like to play games over is that you just do the same thing over. I don't like repeating the same processes. That's why I switch Magic decks constantly. Like on Thursday nights, I play like 6 different decks because I can't just do the same thing over and over and over again. Like I can do it the next week. Okay. I hate that I have so many copies of Black Paragon. Stupid. The funny thing is I had a playset in one deck that I just took apart, and then I had a playset in another deck that I took apart the other day, and then I had 2 another deck. I was like... I bought a lot of Eldraine. I was really excited that we got a Fairy Tale set. I was like, yay! Erebos, Erebos. I do need you in my God deck. I guess that's probably where you're going. The Bleak Heart. I wonder if they ended up shutting down the city again. Yesterday, they shut down the city. It happens every once in a while. And of course, when they shut down the city is when I'm like, now I want stuff. I want food. They can't deliver me pizza, but I want pizza now. just because I can't have it. Maybe I'll rebuild this Arclight Phoenix deck someday. That is way too many copies of Sulphur Falls. Oh, a copy of Steam Vents just hanging out, huh? Because why not? What are we gonna do with me? Not much. There's not much to be done. I would like to finish this stack, though. Dude, I think Heather gets out at 3 today. The last 2 days, they've called her in and had her go to the other branch, so at least she didn't have to go as far. Especially with the crappy weather that we've had. Because of the wind, we get a lot of whiteouts just because it's so windy. The Majori Conjuncture. My back is killing me. I remember when Arclight Phoenix was actually worth money. Apparently not anymore. Even though this Arclight Phoenix, I'll probably end up putting in my Phoenix deck, the pretty one. Expressive Iteration. What is today? The 30th? I don't know why I was thinking it was the 31st. Thing in the Ice is fun. Comes a Kraken. Oh, that was Shadows over Innistrad. I don't know why I was thinking it was... Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I am gonna go take a quick break in 2 minutes. Go stretch this wonderful spinal cord out. So I was reading some. I read comic books usually to fall asleep. Is usually what ends up happening. Ugh. Ben, be careful out there. It only takes a couple minutes to get cold. Frostbite out there, especially with the winds. Not that I'm yelling at you, but be careful. You need your fingers for things. I imagine. I need my fingers for things. One of the worst times I ever had out in the world in the snow was when I was in the Boy Scouts when I was in South Dakota as a kid. And like my dad and all the dads had taken us out to this like resort camping trip thing out in South Dakota. Like, I complain about snow here, but South Dakota don't fuck around. Like, we used to have snow drifts where you could walk to the second story of our house to the roof and just walk around because the snow drifts were so high. It was stupid. And I remember it was like the other kids in my troop, we were crying, and it was awful. It was absolutely horrible. I was like, why are we doing this? Why did you make us go out here? How is this supposed to be fun? And we're like little kids trying to walk through like snow that is twice the size of us. I was like, this is stupid. Why are we on a mountain up here in South Dakota? This is stupid. It's still stupid. I was still thinking about it, and it's still just as stupid as it was before. I am gonna got 20 seconds until I am gonna disappear on you for a second. I think I'm gonna watch some more Penguin tonight. I gotta find. Maybe I'll find a movie. I don't know. Anyway, random thoughts. I'll see y'all in a couple of minutes. still don't remember what I was going to ask her to go pick up from the store. I'm like, Thanos was just telling me about how douchey Daphne is. It's weird. My house is the universe beyond equivalent of cats. All my cats have nerdy names from some pop culture thing that I love. So it's interesting to watch Thanos the cat fight Daphne from Scooby Doo the cat. Man, they don't like each other. Daphne took Thanos' spot. That is what ended up happening. Welcome back, everybody. It's Emmara, GoddessofBlundR. I make Magic the Gathering content. Here? Question mark? I am a cosplayer. I am a MTGO, Magic Online creator. I am a Magic Arena creator. I am a cosplayer. Make puppets. We walk around with puppets. We harass people with puppets. What else happens? I have been a Magic the Gathering ambassador for a couple of sets, including the last set here, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love Magic. It makes me happy. It lets me shut my brain off. I feel like this Jaya was in my Chandra deck. I had a Chandra Kindred deck at one point. I'm rebuilding my Liliana one. Maybe I'll redo Chandra too. Anyway, random thoughts, everybody. I don't really have anything going on until Vegas, so I don't know. I haven't really looked into any other conventions and things that are going on, because nothing really goes on over here. Maybe in the Midwest there's something cool going on. I forgot to sign up for Shoebox. That's the only reason I'm not going. I didn't find out about it until, like, the weekend. Like, I want to say the end of Atlanta was, like, the last, or that Monday was, like, the last day to apply. And I forgot to apply, so guess that's what's happening. I'm not. But I would have liked to go there. I would have. Hey, somebody from Shoebox, pay attention to me. Let me in anyway. Why can I not find this? Why am I being incompetent? It's literally only the first time it was printed. Dum dum. Anyway, this is week 12 of adding cards to my Mox field. Are there cards that you're looking for? I don't know. Look in my trade binders. I'll trade you things or sell you things. I don't care. As long as I'm not using them. I did finally do some more updating on cards I would like to trade for, and things I would like to get at some point. Chandra Torture of Defiance is still one of my favorite Chandras. Back in the day, 4-mana Planeswalkers that had 4 abilities were usually pretty badass. Jace was like $100 for the longest time in Standard. I keep getting distracted. I'm like, what are we looking for? I was like, oh yeah, Chandra. That's what you're looking for, you dum-dum. That Chandra can go in there. That Chandra can go into the binder. This Rekindling Phoenix can go in the Phoenix deck that we're building. I think we're using Strix, who is a Rakdos Phoenix, is what we're thinking. I wish there was... Othari is my favorite Phoenix. But Othari does the things that I want Othari to do, and I don't need to... I don't want to change it. These are all cards. Those are all probably going in binder. I don't know why I was thinking there was more than... Did I already find a Rekindling Phoenix that I sat over here? Nope. Okay. Maybe I only have one rekindling phoenix. I don't know. You're going over there now. I hope you all are having a good day, keeping warm. It's still effing cold. Ugh. It's like my parents just came back in town and they want me to go outside and visit them. They've been gone for a couple of months, and I was like, I don't want to go outside. I was like, I don't really want to do that. No, I just don't want to go outside. It's so cold. If it wasn't for the fact that I was sweating and sick, which just makes it even worse. Key to the city. I don't know. I should find out. I don't know if Tom wanted to play on stream on... Maybe I'll have a... I guess I'll ask Tom. I don't know if he has family plans or not. I mean, it's Thursday. I don't know. It was more that it was bad weather out and he has to travel an hour, and Tom is not great in bad weather, and it takes him forever to get home, and I don't want him to be in a dangerous situation to come and play Magic when he could just play online with me. But we could play with other people as well, and we could actually play an actual game of Commander instead of just our one-on-one games. Well, to ask him, see if... The problem was is we talked about how it wasn't so bad sometimes. It's just so weird to me that to go out of your way to make enemies with somebody. Like, one of the worst things you could do in a video game is make me angry, because I will... Anytime I run into you ever again in the real world or in a video game, I will destroy you if you're a jerk. Fateful Absence. Fateful Absence is weird for the fact that I don't really want my opponent to investigate. And just destroying a creature or planeswalker for 2 mana really isn't as cool as this could be. Like, we already looked at Destroy Evil, which costs 2, and does the same exact thing, except for I'm not giving my opponent anything. There's nothing worse than letting your opponent draw a card, and that card saves them or, or kills you. I feel like snow-covered lands should do extra damage if they get earthbent. And do more damage. I remember when this was like a $12 card and not worth anything anymore. This is one of my favorite gods. Redain, God of the Worthy. A lot of people don't remember it. It's a stacks piece. It's more the second half that is the nasty part to it all. I mean, you're getting a 1 white, 2 colorless, 2/3 flying vigilant god, but then snow lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. Which, that's not going to come into play very often, but... Isn't it ridiculous? Oh, we should play Jackbox. I think it was New Year's. We could do that. Let me see what time... Because Tom can still play over that, too. Maybe we will do that. I know Heather would probably enjoy that. She always is disappointed when I like when I go to play Magic with our friends, and she's like, "We could play other games." I'm like, "Yeah," and then I say that we can, and then she's like, "No, you guys play Magic. That's what you're here for." I'm like, "But that's what you wanted to do," and I said, "No, we could do it." Damn Bills! The Bills ruined everything this week. Uh, she was not happy. They lost by 1 point. She was. Not only that, the stream froze, so it had 5 seconds on the clock, and they were talking about either they could do a 2 point conversion and win, or tie the score if they didn't, and they decided to go for the 2 point conversion and failed, which is what they usually do. I don't even watch this, and I still know that's what's going to happen. I don't know. I remember when I would have been, like, she looks so sad, and like football makes her sad. Like at least Magic, when it makes me sad, I can just like it's not affecting anything really. But when like a sports team loses in this, like in the city that you're in, everybody's so sad. I think I have every copy of Thalia. I should rebuild my Thalia stacky deck. Thalia stackies. Attacky stackies. I do believe I am gonna probably get off of here in a second. See, even when I don't watch sports, but it still stresses me out. Like, I have no investment in the team or anything, and still, I get stressed watching it. I'm like, I was like, I can't imagine if I actually cared how stressed I would feel. I was like, I don't like this. Oh, that's a good idea. The only like over here, the bad thing is our stadium. I have to get past the stadium to get to our movie theaters. I guess I could go to Pennsylvania and go the other direction, but then that would defeat the purpose of nobody being there. Like not only that, our stadium area is so stupid because they're building a new stadium right now, and we didn't need a new stadium, but ugh, it's a mess. I was gonna say most of these Thalias I'm probably gonna put aside. They're probably going somewhere. I don't know. I remember in 5th grade, or I don't know, somewhere around there, 4th grade. The Buffalo Bills said we're going to the Super Bowl again, and like my mom was a Bills fan, so was my family from around here. And so I made a bet with some kid at school that they were gonna win, and they cost me $5 that I could have bought Magic cards with. So I would probably never forgive them. That's right. Me and the Buffalo Bills will have beef for the rest of existence because they cost me $5 as a kid. Damn Bills. Ugh. I'm very disappointed in my achievement score. It should be much higher than it is. I definitely have slacked off in years of not finishing games and things, and now I'm just like, I should finish all these games. Unfortunately, I own thousands of games. Ben, why can't I do anything just in like the minimum amount of it, like hobby-wise. Like, I like video games. I only play first-person shooters. Like, instead I'm like, I play video games. I play every single kind of video game that exists, because they're wonderful. It was even worse, though, when I hate that most of my collection is digital now, but, like, it was taking up way too much space, the non-digital version. God, I have so many Yaras. Oh, except for this one was supposed to be a foil, and don't, no! Quit clicking the button! We do not have 16 Yaras. That's too many Yaras. Okay, we have 5 normal Yaras, and 1 foil Yara. There we go. Foil Yara. There's nothing worse when you tell yourself not to do something like click a button, and then you just click it, and then you keep clicking it, and you're trying not to, and it just, yeah. There we go. And 5 normal ERs, as one does. You know, a normal amount of Yaras is $60 in a Yaras. That's... Okay, there we go. Ah! Just throwing things. You know, the worst thing is I have a couple land boxes that aren't basic land boxes. They're, like, rare land boxes. It's like a 2,000 card box that... Yeah, I need to... It never ends. This is the Mox field that never ends. It keeps on going on and on, my friends. I started sorting, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. And it'll just keep on going forever, just because. I do want to finish. I'm still building an Assassin's Creed deck from when I was doing. It wasn't an Assassin's Creed ambassador. I don't know. I'd like to finish it someday. That's the dream, to eventually finish these things. One of my favorite cards that I got last year was this Bone Miser, done by the artist who created Bob's Burgers character designs. One of my... I went out of my way to find this foundation card. It's going in my Liliana deck. I had a normal one in there, but I was like, this Bone Miser driving his cool ice cream cart of death is pretty cool. I scream, you scream, we all scream. Forever? I did not know there was a foil version. It's Mando Mandalorian! Hey, Mando. What's up, baby? Yeah. Yeah. You're so soft. You're so soft. I love you so much. Yeah, your tail is my mustache now. I appreciate it. Thanks. I love him so much. Such a silly little weirdo. Sometimes the only reason I fall asleep is because of Mando. I just sit there and I pet him because he'll usually cuddle up next to my chest when I'm sleeping, and then he'll just usually roll around and he lets me pet his belly, and he has the softest belly in all the land. And I usually fall asleep petting it. It's great. Too much information. I am excited that we are getting a cat secret lair super drop this next coming year. I tried to convince the wizard ambassador people that they should give the 6 magic players who are the biggest fans of cats the secret lairs to show off. I was like, you know how much I love cats? I will sell the shit out of a cat secret lair. You know how much I love cats? I actually set aside money so I could actually afford the secret lair for once. Most of the time they come out at inopportune times. That's usually how they get me. I'm like, oh, there's a convention going on this weekend. Hey, here's a secret lair. Okay, cool. A super drop of super awesome ones? Awesome. I do like that he has the rack doll. Or the black vice doll. He's so cute. The spoils of victory taste like taste of catnip occasionally. It's known. I think my favorite thing about cats is that they're just there's no they know they're jerks. So most of these can go. Getting outside was imperative. That's where they keep the warmest of some deems. That's obviously where they're keeping all the warm ones. Cats are like the perfect little creatures. They're little murder machines that are also, I don't know. I enjoy them. They're silly. I probably should have just kept these all in my cat deck. But I have like 3 different cat decks. Maybe we'll put these somewhere. I don't know. Oh, this was one of my first proofs. Almost like the first time I got to meet Justine Jones. Such a sweetheart. They are always super nice. That's one of my favorite cards is Ganax. I hate dragons, but this is one of my favorite dragons. Man, I should do something cool with my signature. I wish I would have got the Karlach and I have the Shadowheart one that they did as well. Actually, that's probably just going in my dragon deck. I think that's why we got it in the first place. 1,000-Year Storm. I feel like that's what this week has felt like, is a 1,000-Year Storm. Only been like 2 or 3 days, but it seems like it's just not ending. A cinematic blend of horror-based imagery, anthem choruses, and atmospheric synths with angular guitars. I set this aside. All these cards were set aside for decks, but I don't know what exactly I was doing. I really like the sagas that don't have the borders with the crazy cool art. All the Turkier ones had really cool artwork. Oh, yeah. I know where this is supposed to go. You know, a couple of the things I would like to do at Magic Cons this year. Unfortunately, they don't let me just do whatever I want. I would like to. I would love to have a puppet show. I really wanted to do a Lorwyn, or not a Lorwyn, Ninja Turtle and a Strixhaven puppet show. I had offered, but I don't think anybody actually likes anything I do. And that is why you do things that you like to do. Like, I would love to make a Magic the Gathering musical, and it's not like I don't know a lot of really super awesome people who would love to do such things. I was talking to me and Dark Pact were talking about it the other day. I had started writing a Magic the Gathering musical about the Praetors and the Phyrexian invasion, but unfortunately, I never finished it. But I know a bunch of people can make costumes. I had started writing songs. This is so stupid. It is a play in 5 acts, each one about a different Praetor and their part in the story. It was never completed. Ben, this is why I keep you around. I mean, this is why you keep yourself around here. To amuse me. What are we listening to? I don't know. I've been listening to all this industrial goth music all morning long, and I'm like, I would really like to do this Phyrexian musical. Maybe I just do it off-site. Just be like, you guys won't let me do this, I'll just fucking do it myself. I do plan on I'm having a Ninja Turtle birthday party / draft. I'm forcing everybody. I'm buying Ninja Turtle headbands, and we're going to draft Ninja Turtles. I don't care. I think I'm going to do that on Thursday that evening. I don't know if I have a Soul Tie deck, because I took apart because that used to be my 3-color zombie deck. Was I was about to say Khaleesi, Sidisi. I would really enjoy a Game of Thrones Magic the Gathering set. I don't think we'll get one, as Game of Thrones has a lot of bad things in it that people will complain about. But I would be very excited if we did. I could make a really cool Game of Thrones set. I don't know if it's just because I'm sick and not feeling great that I keep getting tingles, but or if it's the music that's giving me tingles. Little tiny tiny bones. I am gonna go stretch my back out here in 42 seconds. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Oh yeah, we got this SK so we can make a 5-colored god deck. Okay. See, everything is coming together. I just slowly remember everything I'm building and what I'm doing. uh, I will be back in 2.5 minutes. Thanks for sitting through my silly ad breaks. It pays for the magicking. Sometimes. Hey, Tom! I know you're not on here, and I know you don't go back and watch content, but I'm yelling at you. I don't remember what I was about to yell at you for. I'm sure it was probably something important I was going to yell at you for, Tom. It wasn't even I was yelling at you for anything. I just can't remember what I was going to say. partner snuck in the house. Had no idea she was here. Boop. I was like, what did the dog do in here? I was like, he knocked all this stuff over. He moved all these things. I was like, what a jerk face. And she came out and was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, this dog is up to no good. Of course, I didn't blame the cats. I just automatically said that it was the dog's fault. But welcome back, everybody. I will probably be getting off here in a second. I kind of want to finish this stack of cards, though, just so I didn't... Every time I leave something around, I realize, oh, yeah, I probably should have taken care of this. Did I take care of this? Was this something I should have done? I was making a Miri the Curse deck. It's still on my list of things to do. Welcome back, everybody. I am Emmara, GoddessofBlundR. It also has Kev Walker artwork, which makes me happy. Kev Walker is one of my favorite Magic artists, and also one of my favorite superhero artists as well. I don't know if they're still doing things for Marvel, if they started doing things for DC now. Most of the Marvel people all jumped ship, and they always switch out, I feel like, every couple of years. Miri the Cursed. Boop. I would like another Planar Chaos set that just has a bunch of weird alternate timeline characters. And then give me a Fringe set based on Fringe. I want to get really super weird and things that nobody knows what that is. One of my favorite sci-fi shows, though. I'm Emmara, GoddessofBlundR. If you don't know, I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. This is my little morning program that's in the afternoon, apparently. I love that this dragon is a Staxpies. Oh, I guess I should bring up Moxfield. I was like, I don't know what I just did. All these things just started popping up because I was not paying attention. I was just typing away and it was just popping up all over the monitor. I'm like, oh yeah, Clarion Conqueror was actually going in my Jetmir CEDH deck. And so is Voice of Victory. Like, I didn't think I would like these, but they do look really, really nice. Mobilize works really well in my Jetmir deck. Dr. Eggman! Dr. Eggman! This was going to be my Grixis voting / villainous choice deck. This has got a bunch of Doctor Who cards. Egghammer. Shadow the Hedgehog. I do believe I am going to actually get off, though, as my back is killing me right now. I'm going to go sit in my comfy chair for a little bit. And figure out whether or not I want to eat dinner tonight. 91. I am the ultimate life form, says Shadow the Hedgehog. Let us go see if there's anybody else on. I will go send this stream over there. Beep. There we go. More cards. Okie dokie, everybody. Let's go see who else is on right now. If there's anybody else on. There is nobody on that I know doing anything. I don't know if it'll let me go. This is one of my favorite places to raid. I don't know if it'll let me. Sometimes they don't have their raid information up. They are a cat shelter that amuses me. There. Sometimes, let's see whether or not. Ah, we are starting a raid. There's nobody playing Magic, so that I know. So we're gonna go hang out with some cats. uh, it is fun. They have a whole bunch of different cameras, and there's just so many cats. So many cats. I will probably be back tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I hope you take care of yourselves, stay warm. It's gross out. Nah. I forgot that I have a Thopter squirrel token. That's silly. Okay. That stuff can go over there. You take care as well, sir.